that works as I've expected it to, though I'm not entirely sure if it is to taste. Hmm. I don't know if I want that in particular, so I'm going to remove that, remove that. So that will revert that change. Though I should still be able to go through the particular pieces of collision. Since that was the only changes I made just here were uh, for the murderer tracking the player. All right. Wait, did I hit pause? Apparently not. I also have to go ahead and change that sprite immediately. Well, I'm not entirely sure if that was because I just opened or I just stopped using my ability or what. So, you know what? First, as it is, oh, hold on. As it is not important at the moment for me to see all the stuff on screen, I'm going to go back over, where is it? Here. Back over here, reactivate that, go over here, test this thing out. In a window, there we go. Yep, he does not care that no, does not care anymore whether or not I'm using Gimmel's ability. A holdover from when I still used to do that. I don't think I'll need that anymore though. Let's see. What do I want to do for Gimmel's ability? Hmm, this. Maybe something I want to do here. Which is probably something like this to 1, but further, so right here. Actually, I may want to do something a bit different from what I was originally thinking. For each object within the murderers group, there's that. Here we are. To see how close that particular character is from the or to the murderer. So all right, it's over here. Uh, I'm gonna move this around a bit. Wait, hold on. This is less than 128 pixels is the length of a character. 256 is the length of 2 characters, which will have a space of 1 character between, because it will be the entire length of one of those characters, and then the length of another character. Whoop. So 3 characters in between would be 512. Assuming you were lined up on one of the axes and were 512 pixels away, approximately. I think this is precise, but I haven't run a battery of tests. I haven't run a bunch of tests to verify that. It just seems about right. And it is the Pythagoras theorem, if I am correct on names and am not a complete idiot, which is a squared plus b squared equals c squared, hence the square root here to get c. But I want to have this be kind of as close as 1 is. So this is out of 512, which if I did divide by 512 would give me somewhere between 0 and 1. Then I could multiply that by whatever factor I want to get whatever variable I want, or to get a more smooth variable of with caps I want. But let's see. 255 is the highest opacity of the murderer. So 255 should be kind of, if you're close, $500 or 255. Hold on. So about 512 units away. I think that would be, you know what? I'm just gonna do that'll give me a number of character lengths away. That encapsulates everything. So I can 128. Now, what do I want for the factor of distance? So the lower this number is, the lower the distance, the higher this number is. Or am I getting that wrong? Yeah, no, wait, hold on. The lower the distance, the lower this number is. So D4. If I remember correctly, 512 divided by 120 is 4, and 64 times 4 is like 256. You know what? 48 times 4. What's that? No, sorry, 4. 48 times 4. 192. Yeah, let's try that. Because I want there to be like a definite difference from being being just inside of this range and right outside of the range. I feel like this will be enough indication. move that back up. Let's see how that turns out. If need be, I can extend the range. Though I don't think this will be entirely necessary, since you could see where everything, or where the murderer is, even in a different room. So yeah, it seems like there's a definite point where it it just falls off. And you can tell that there's a point where it comes back to. I think that's it's good. No, right. It is not listening to my Alt F4 commands. What do I do? There we go. It took more tries than that took more tries than it should have. Let's see. Right, from here I want to do one additional thing for that, which is client-side acknowledgement. This will just be to set the animations correctly. Let's see, 0, 2, 3 will be 4, 5, 6. All right, abilities mutual. Sprite, animations, images, current animation equals 0, 4, 2, and 3 will be 5 and 6. That way, the sorry, the animation will be updated immediately rather than when they make the next move. All right, let's see. There we go. Oh, no. All right, something seems a little wrong here. Abilities mutual. Ah, that's why. Let's test that now. No, but why not? Abilities mutual. Char 3, CSA should be. That's why it's seeing if it's set to 1. I keep getting distracted by my chat display on my phone. Because every time I look up, it looks like it changed, and then I look down and it's like, no, it's exact same. Well, it's at least nice that 2 people are here. Hello. There we go. Wait, hold on. I need to double check something. Did that? It should be immediately after 2, but I probably need to set that. Sorry, excuse me. No, it's only when I move, which I guess makes sense. Right, so ability is mutual. Then I need to go here. If CSA is 1, move that down. 4 would be back to back to 0. 5, 6, 2, 2, and 3. Alright, let's see if this works correctly. Sure, it's not really that important gameplay wise, but I don't know, someone would definitely say like, oh, he only closes his eyes after he moves, and yet the ability activates immediately. So yeah. Alright. Let's see. It should be about when the meter is halfway that he loses his ability. There we go. Alright, that's all working correctly. Sorry, I'm still a little sick. Hopefully by tomorrow though. Right. Now, whilst this ability still needs to be worked out a bit, so that way there's actual uh, parts that can hide or obscure secret paths that would be revealed once you're using the ability. I'm going to call that, for now, done. Wait, I still need that for, yeah, one more thing. Hide global variables and set my character ID to 4. It should give me a Celtic Robo. And if I remember correctly, no, sorry, not that. There is no ability programming for him as we speak. That is, however, soon to change, though he can still interact with everything like normal since he's a normal player. Alright. Abilities host, abilities mutual. I do have another thing planned. My original plans for this update were just to add a map map loading functionality and add another character. Excuse me for a second. Sorry about that. Any case, unlike Gimmel's ability, this one's a little bit more concrete in what I want to have. I want uh I want the particular player who chooses Celtic Robo to have the ability to block off rooms by lighting it up, which also provides the handy dandy benefit of being able to see a room in an otherwise very dark setting. You know, most of this is the same. I'm just going to copy that over. Most of that. One thing, however, is not. Okay, since this ability requires the character to be in a indoors room, I'm probably going to have to set a flag in the area, the invisible areas area object that says that it's a indoor type room. That way, when trying to use an ability like this, they will have they will be able to succeed, but only if they are inside and clearly in a room, or at least as far as the game is concerned, in a room. I see what's here? Ah, I see. I'm gonna have to change this because I thought that I didn't change anything there, and I don't want it to incorrectly uh be set, giving advantage to those who are running on faster machines, or rather giving an advantage to servers running on faster machines that will just have these run through completely unhindered when you have uh, when you have high frame rate. I'm gonna test that out actually. I currently have no indication for whether or not there's something in an equipment slot. I know what I want to do with that. I just don't have that currently set up. Wait a minute. Okay, yeah, those were like that. I think this one is the particular uh, piece of code that was responsible for charging currently. And now because I changed that, I had to test that. A lot of things I realize I have to change simply because I have decided to start caring about making sure that my game runs smoothly even on a jagged surface of inconsistent FPS. That seems to be the same rate as before, and uh, knowing that this computer is faster than my last one, it's probably running at 60 frames per second. But nonetheless, it looks just about right either way. In fact, if I really need to, I can profiling. But then the thing I would probably want is, yeah, that's about 60 frames per second. Slightly inconsistent, but that's why we go ahead and use delta time. So that way this looks correct no matter how fast the system is going or how slow it's going. Which reminds me of something else. Where is it? Play code. Hold all. Control. Frame. This is not going to be fun to work with. Wait, hold on. Is there... Is there something in abilities mutual? That way I don't have to. No, no, it's not that. Wait, is it this? No, it's not this. Though this also needs to change. But let's see. Frame 0. Frame counter full count divided by 60. Which 60 would be the theoretical frame rate. So this I can just replace with. There we go. And that one can stay like that because that's not related to time immediately. It's related to the charge level of charge channel 1, which then that itself is related to time. But let's see how this plays out. Play in a window. No, that's just going to close as soon as it compiles. Yay, more time hints for when I have to upload this to YouTube later. Alright. Huh. It is not moving. Which... Oh, right, because I don't have a thing that stores that. Or I don't have the thing that stores that in that particular thing. Frame count, I believe no, I thought I had something here. Time to mode ticking. Didn't I have something that tracks the amount of time? Was it just in here? No, it's not in here. Where was it? It's in someplace. Over here? I mean, I wouldn't prefer it, but I might have actually put it over here. Alright, yeah, that was my delta test to make artificial lag, so I could test whether or not it would clip me through walls. And then I worked that one out. Like code. Hold all of that. Huh. I'm like half certain that this wasn't the thing I just modified. I think it was in here. So I think maybe this particular piece of code may be useless. I do have a question. Do I have a charge object? It does not seem like it. What is that code even doing then? Did I used to? Probably used to. Or at least I don't know what I was doing here. I'm going to deactivate that. Now I'm going to get rid of some of the empty events. This needs to stay. This literally does nothing. I oh, I think this does. Wait, this does nothing. Getting rid of that too. This is for Celtic Robo. I'm I'm going to go see what the debugger says. See if there's any. Yes, probably not. Oh no, I know what that is for. It really seems like I have nothing here. Was that did hold on. Did I have something in here for tracking time? Frick. I'm like half certain I had something somewhere for tracking time. And there's frame count. None of these are changing. I don't have anything for tracking time. Wow, I thought I would. All right. Well, never a bad time to put something like that in. So, group time. Oh, so I'm gonna leave the frame thing in here. Or sorry, not frame count. I'm gonna leave frame count in here. But there should be a point in time where only like one or two things are using the frame count, and generally just to split up operations that are not critical for gameplay among multiple frames. Like something like HUD updates. If I can split that among a few frames, then the HUD should be relatively tight. And that is mostly just so you can see what you've collected. If you need to know that really quickly, then you have gotten into a situation that I don't foresee. Like, if you collected a key for a door and you really need to know whether or not you have the key for the door, the only way you're going to know is by trying it on the door. You would know that you have a key even if it doesn't display yet because the key disappeared. But then again, it's best to just keep these things updated. Right, where was I? I'm gonna just hide. There we go. Yeah, I have nothing updating that. And I'm pretty sure this was getting updated, but then I have no collectibles at the moment, so it's not important at the moment. Right, so that's that, but I still need to update the part of the frame. And I know I'm gonna have to do this for these as well. Which means I can drop this in here, get rid of this part, and hopefully that works all nice and tidy. Hopefully. How much time do I have? 10 minutes. Not quite lined up, but it'll do. All right. There we go. Now that looks correct. That was nice. But I gotta get back to working on this part. Right, so ability.use char3 is 1, which means that this all passed or something. Something here said it. That brings on a move lock that actually relatively shortly should be cleared. All right. I'm thinking about the same time. 15 seconds to see where the murderer is and go through any invisible uh, passageway that you want. 15 seconds to block off a room entirely from the murderer. I may need to tune that though. In any case, I should probably move this elsewhere. Now this all can go away, but I will need, should probably cut that for just a bit. Excuse me for a bit. Sorry about that. This will be a little bit more. How do I describe how this will be? All right, so first uh the ability using starts out with this animation, then goes either here or here, which I imagine is just spaced out enough so that way it has enough time to show the user if it passed or failed. And then when it goes on to the next frame, I think that's when I cut it off and go back to regular. Right, what do I have set there? So frame 17. Pardon me. Get rid of that. sprite animations and images, current frame. Is it 17? Right. So frame 17 with a total of 18 frames. Five frame one. Let's see. This, I believe, is just a timer, right? No, it's actually attached. Huh. All right. Should be the same for uh, animation 6. Right, because that's for this. This is not that. This is going to be a, a bit of a task, a grind to just get everything working. I'm wondering if I should have it Alright. I wonder if I should have it automatically set back to just the standing pose, or if I should let it sit there for as long as possible. As long as the player doesn't move. Eh. I think I should actually do for each just the possibility that two characters on the same frame get to that state. There we go. For each and every one. The test will be performed if uh, not what I'm looking for. Collision. Actually, I'm just gonna do this. This will set the flag to 0, indicating that it failed, and then we can carry on from there. Five is working and 6 is not, right? That is, 5 is a success, 6 is a failure. Yep. Hold on. This needs to be a 1. 'Cause then they would match up. Well, this would all just be visual stuff without a single use. So I'm gonna test this real quickly before I end the stream. And then again, if it doesn't work, I guess I will still have to fix it. Hmm? Well, I am stuck in place. Looks like I have a little bit more work to do. Perhaps that is what I need. I'm gonna be here a while longer, aren't I? Well, at least it's getting my game done a little bit faster. Or rather, this update done a little faster. Alright, let's see. My window. Peculiar. In a loop it goes. Which, not what I need. So ability use equals 1. Ability CSA equals 0. Alright. It is currently 11:11. Make your wishes. I didn't know that when I pulled up the clock, but just happened to line up. My wish is that this works. I know you're not supposed to say what your wish is, but something tells me that this might just work. Hey, what do you know? It just works. I got my wish anyways. Well, I mean, the entire ability is not written yet, but you know what? For now, I'm going to end the stream. The ability does as what is expected of it currently. I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you for stopping by. If you want to watch this anytime later, it's available on YouTube, and I now have the links right on my my channel, so